To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own Mother Crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant Walyas.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Walyas in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
No sign of the child. Reckon my steel's just as good as any. Till next time, then.
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm fine, and this is Talor. What am I?
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too.
But
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever... And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done it. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require... Shula said that you were here to help us.
I'd be happy to.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son. Something must have caused this. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, so while you talk to Bavat, I'll pay his...
All right. I do.
I see.
It's no trouble, really.
Not that I know of. Suppose he might have been a bit more...
When you say out and about...
Just round the village. Maybe he knows something I don't...
Maybe.
O ceaseless rill, guide thy bounty.
Greetings, stranger.
Your name is Blazir, is it not?
Zelnus. Talor's never been.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either.
Did you see anything strange? It was like he was expecting.
Well, that certainly does sound it. And it might just be what Fanny...
I don't mention.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
Almost time for harvest, then.
Aye, and still the head's on. If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be enough left to go to seed. And then next year, we won't have any.
I spoke with Werder, but she...
Nothing conclusive. Blazir, the fish, he kept asking him if he's...
The forest. Surely not.
But then...
I can't say for sure. You may have encountered them.
And you think they may have caught...
I do. Oh, no, it's a lot to ask. There's an altar there. Please. Alec...
I will have to charge you. Well, if you're sure you need it.
Bastard things. Oh, I never should have let him go alone.
Hail, stranger.
Are you alright?
I am.
Oh, I can... And not just any. If I had a guess...
I
Ambrosia.
Well, she's...
You're joking. This I've got to see.
I would.
Me dad's got a book. It'll be perfect.
You would? All right, then.
He'll be in the storehouse on the other...
You one of the outsiders?
I am.
I am.
She's asked to see my chocobo. Well, truth be told, I didn't take...
Still, I'll need you to bring us a
And,
Oh, don't ask me.
well, the man who made Ember... So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to no...
We've got a few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night? You speak to Martha.
I remember.
She's very well.
Oh, don't thank me. Anyway,
I was hoping to... And I thought you...
oh, reckon I could do.
Really?
Aye, you but just be on the.
I will.
Oh, you're very. And in times like.
We certainly... Northwich, then. Wouldn't want to keep Ender's father waiting.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Those things didn't fight like men.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Ah, there you are. And this must be...
I have the mimic or...
Thank you kindly.
We're going to take... Well, we made it.
You did and all?
Brave, too. The Mimic God will have played...
Ambrosia's been through a lot.
Not with a beloved master.
No.
Anyway,
And if you and Ambrosia...
Thank you. Ready, go?
Before, we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is, then. I can walk from here. If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark. What are they up to? Some sort of ritual. Sorry to disturb you. Let's see what's on this altar, then. A silver chain. I doubt the Tombries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about. I did. Well, I'm...
Forgive me.
Worn by men of the...
To understand that, they feed, and some say...
So you think someone...
But given his...
Does Talor have any enemy?
No.
I beg your...
But there's more to the
You're saying he...
In trying to...
When my father was young, he told us that when he journeyed...
Did they ever catch him in his...
Not that he ever told...
Come now.
All right.
Thank you.
Aye, and thank... We call it an adder. If you find anything...
I am, thank you.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. A good tide to you.
bastard things.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. What am I gonna do? You! Shoeless! Hey? I'm worried about it. Would you help me?
I can...
Of course, you know about...
Shula told...
Right, if it weren't...
So your friend...
Aye, he said he was... There were two...
All right.
His names, if you could...
Very well. One camp by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Faster!
Safe.
Fly, Ambrosia. Well, here's the can. But no sign of Nassef. To the riverbank, then. Good girl. Who have we here? I'm looking...
Hi. What do you want with the lad?
Apparently he ventured out... You're a hunter.
But if I remember...
Maybe.
Don't mention it.
Let's hope so. Come on. This must be the bridge the hunter was talking about.
Yeah!
Be safe.
This easy.
Stay away, damn you!
Hold on!
Let down the door!
To me!
I'm the tributaries.
I am?
You're Frank Katav.
I was so...
How?
Oh, they're a crystal. Should the ether.
And an important...
Yeah. The truth is...
So you found him then?
Not before the look.
Expect you'll be one.
When you're next in here...
If you insist.
Bastard things.
I thought I'd lost you. But you saw... Thank you. Nasser. Oh,
What that matters, far be it from...
or if we have to take its toll. I'd rather...
Your bearers.
That we...
So,
We're forced. Our people have...
they were...
Anyway.
And what are you two drawing?
My lord, may I speak? There is a matter with...
Of course, what is...
Please.
Something serious.
Yes, I was positive. But the more
And you're sure it...
positive. Of course, but if it... Would you...
Very well. Whether the man...
Perhaps... Just
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yamila,
The customer.
I'll explain later.